You know that feeling, right? You've got this thing you absolutely know you need to do, but you just can't start. We call it procrastination, we call it being lazy, but what if that feeling isn't a flaw? What if it's actually a signal and it's trying to tell you a secret? Well, in this explainer, we are going to crack that secret wide open.
See, this idea right here, it changes everything. That feeling of being totally stuck isn't a problem with you, it's a puzzle for you. And believe it or not, the solution is wrapped up in one super simple secret.
Okay, let's really get into this, because this is the most important part to get right. For so long, we've all been told that if you lack motivation, it's some kind of moral failing, or you've got a weak character. And that right there, that's the laziness lie.
Just let that sink in for a second. You are not lazy. This is not some kind of excuse. It's more like a diagnosis. The feeling you have, oh, it's 100% real. But the word we've been using, lazy, that's the problem. That label is the very thing that's been holding you back.
So if we're not lazy, then what in the world is actually going on? Well, it all comes down to perception. It's not about the task itself, but how we see the task that's sitting right in front of us.
Oh man, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Your brain just goes blank. It shuts down. It's not that you don't want to do it. It's that you feel like physically and mentally unable to even begin. That freeze, that's a huge clue.
And here it is. This is the heart of the matter. Your brain, in like a split second, does this little calculation. And when the task feels bigger than the energy or ability you have in that moment, bam, you stall. It has nothing to do with your actual skills. It's just a temporary mismatch in perception.
Yeah, it's like you're standing at the base of this massive, unclimbable mountain. You look all the way up to the peak, and your brain just makes a very logical call. Nope, that's impossible. Let's not even try. That feeling of shutting down isn't laziness at all. It's actually your brain trying to protect you from what it thinks is certain failure. All right, so if the problem is that we're staring at a giant mountain, the solution is to stop looking at the mountain. We have to change our perspective. Because there is a way to climb any mountain, no matter how ridiculously huge it seems. This is it. This is the secret, and it's so simple it almost feels like cheating, but it is so powerful. You stop looking at the summit. You ignore the sheer cliffs. You ignore how high up it is. You just look down at your feet and find one single manageable thing. You literally transform the mountain into a staircase in your mind. And now, your only job is to find the very first step. Maybe that step is just opening your laptop or opening a new email. You ignore every single other step, and you pour all your focus into that one tiny action. And then, you just take it. So why does this one tiny step work so well? It's not just about, slowly chipping away at the big task. It's about the psychology of what happens in your brain the second you take action. It's all about momentum.
Just look at these two states of being. Before that first step, you're stuck. Your analysis paralysis, you're totally overwhelmed, completely frozen. But the moment you complete one tiny little action, a switch just flips in your brain. You've just proven to yourself that movement is possible. And action creates momentum, and that momentum is what creates the energy for the next action.
It really is like trying to push a car that's stalled. The absolute hardest part is getting it to move that very first inch, right? But once it's rolling, it's 1,000 times easier to keep it going. After that first step, your mind and body almost take over. The resistance is broken.
Okay, so this is all great in theory. But the real magic happens when you actually apply it. Right now, we're going to take this whole idea and make it real for you. Seriously, think about it for a second. What is that one thing that's just looming over you? That task you've been avoiding, the one that makes you freeze up whenever you even think about it. Get a really clear picture of it in your mind. Your mountain can be anything. It could be a huge project at work. It could be having a really difficult conversation. It could be cleaning out that cluttered room you can't even walk into. It could even be something that sounds small but feels huge, like making one tough phone call. Whatever it is, identify your mountain. So for whatever your mountain is, stop thinking about writing the whole report. Instead, think about opening a new document and just typing the title. Don't think about cleaning the whole garage. Think about picking up one piece of trash and throwing it away. The whole goal is to make that first step so ridiculously small it feels silly not to do it.
So let's forget about tomorrow. Forget about even later today. Right now, look at your mountain and find that first tiny step. What is the absolute smallest thing you can do in the next 60 seconds to just begin? Find it, and then do it. Because once you take that first step, you're not stuck anymore.
You're already climbing.